If you haven't seen part two or part one for this video, go back to my channel and check out part one. We're talking about rig welding and my experience in it and what it's been for me so far. And I ran out of storage on my phone and I had to go upload that one. And now we're going to do part two. So hopefully y'all watch it. Because I think there might be some good advice here, or just some warnings. Um, well, like I was saying, I love welding, and it's something that when I'm doing it, it's like musicians playing their guitar or race car drivers driving a race car and things like that. When you strike an art, strike it like it's gonna be the last time you do it. You do it right every time, and you'll never hate it. You don't half-ass your work. Um, but I'm getting to the point where I've gotten to the point many times where I'm just kind of fucking jaded about welding. I'm just, I'm act like I hate it and stuff because, or act like, people don't want me to do their work. They don't want me specifically to do their work. And, that's the wrong mentality. That's not the case. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just the reason I haven't had a lot of success. And the success is different, for different people. But I think the reason I haven't had a lot of success is a lack of people being able to see what I'm doing. But the biggest thing that I mean, it just bothered me that and it's like success is, what is success? I mean, it's different things, different people. To me, it mean, me being able to make enough money rig welding, going out, doing repairs, building stuff, pole barns, fences, fence braces, corrals, uh, different things or whatever for people, and doing that and doing enough of it consistently all the time to make to be able to support myself by myself, be able to buy my own groceries, pay my own power bill, pay my own insurance, pay my own cell phone bill, pay my own rent or mortgage, or I mean, I don't want to have a truck payment, but if I had to make my own truck payment, and be able to live good, be able to make enough money that I can buy the things that I've always wanted, and I think that's material shit ain't everything. It's like, you know, I guess now's a good time to say, the salt thing. It's like, you want to be a pipeline welder, it's good money and it's good work and you'll love it. But, spend a lot of time alone and spend a lot of time away from everybody that you love. You're 5 times more likely to commit suicide, and you're twice as likely to, you're a 50% chance of divorce, and crazy high drug usage in the pipeline industry, drug abuse problem in the pipeline industry, and but and the guy finished off the video. He's like, but at least you got a shiny new truck, right? So material shit ain't everything, but there's something to be said about the peace of mind of being able to go out and buy the things that you want, and being able to do what you want to do, and being happy. And a little bit of happiness comes from those kind of things. It's just the truth. But I'm getting to the point now I'm a young guy, 20 years old. I'm about to be 21 in May, but I don't want to just weld. And I have the opportunity with my family members to do other things along with welding, because it's very evident that even if I did have a successful welding business, I probably still wouldn't be working every day. And the days when you don't work, I mean, those of you who work all the time know that the days when you don't work, you kind of go crazy and you're running around the house fixing shit and trying to find something to do, and it can wear down on you. So having something else to do, and you know have another source of income, and more importantly having something else to do is important, so that way you don't become jaded like me. But I'd say the biggest thing for a young a young guy, a guy who's 17, coming out of high school. Say you took trade classes all throughout high school, which I recommend. Because you can't go out and do the pipeline. You can't get a job doing welding work. But if you want to do welding work, um, best thing you can do is everybody starts out at 18. Some people start further ahead at 18 than other people do. Some people have more money from their parents. Some people have just are more adept to learn things quicker than other people. Some people are smarter than other people. Just the truth. But not everybody starts at the exact same time at 18 to go work in the workplace. You know, why wouldn't you give yourself the biggest advantage you possibly could and take welding classes, mechanic classes, HVAC, electrician, fucking robotics if you want to, hydraulics, industrial maintenance, all stuff that was offered at my campus of Linear Tech when I was in school there. I only did welding, but they had a lot of other stuff you could do. But why wouldn't you, as early as you could in your high school career, go and do that? Because you can finish a welding program, the whole welding program, MIG, stick, TIG, advanced TIG, doing stainless steel, mild steel, and aluminum, all positions for everything, uh, blueprint class, oxyfuel cutting, pipe, all that. I'm sure you could do it in way less than 2 years, but you can do it in fucking. It's set up to be done in 2 years, and you got to take a fucking basic easy math class. It's like high school level math, high school level English class that you have to take, and a fucking stupid communications class. I didn't take either one of those three classes, but basically, yeah, why wouldn't you want to give yourself the best chance, the biggest head start you possibly could, starting off at 18? Because everyone has to start there. So if I could go back, I would do that, just and have all those skills. Because now I kind of don't want to go back to school because I want to go make money, and you kind of got to go to school to make money. And I learned that, so I went to school, worked at the same time, doing that kind of stuff. But and don't get me wrong, I've been making, even when I didn't have welding jobs for months and for weeks and months at a time, I was still making money. I was still working with my dad, working for him, making enough money to put gas in my truck and get by, and still be able to go out and have fun, because I also don't spend my money very much anymore. I've actually, to be quite honest, I've accumulated a fair amount of capital by not spending my money on it. I spend my money on dip, dog food, and diesel fuel. And occasionally I'll go out and buy a Mountain Dew at a gas station if I'm really thirsty on a hot day, or might get a snack or something. But I don't go out to eat anymore. Uh, I don't go buy cigars hardly ever anymore, and that's a great way to go drop $50 in 20 minutes. But save your money and don't spend your money on anything that you don't have to. I mean, I still go have a good time. Also go buy admissions and go to tractor pulls and go to NASCAR races. I'm going to the NASCAR race. Today's the 7th, 2020. March 7th, 2020. I'm going to the NASCAR race in Atlanta and on the 15th. I'm doing that. Tickets cost me $20. Learn how to find the best deal. It cost me $20 to get 4 fucking tickets. Great Clips, man. The Great Clips deal that they got, that's a killer right there. I mean, it's 2 tickets. All you gotta do is go in there and get a haircut. Most of the time, they'll give you like 3 fucking vouchers, even though you're only supposed to take 1. But I mean, hey, if they'll do it, you're not really the one breaking the rules, right? They gave it to you, so it's their fault. But I would definitely. Yeah, I mean, at some point you're gonna get jaded with it. You're gonna say you hate it. You're gonna say it's the worst thing ever. But you just gotta kind of persevere, and that's kind of at the point where I'm at now. And I still, businesses take off at different times, and I'm not in a dire situation where I have to go strike an art tomorrow and make money to pay rent. That's not the situation that I'm in. Fortunately, I'm very, very fortunate for that. Very blessed. But it's gonna be, if you're doing this for, it's like, and this is specifically for people who want to go out and start their own mobile repair welding business, not in the pipeline, not on a drilling rig, not guys who are going to go work in a factory, in a plant, or work in a shop. This is for guys who have a rig truck like mine, who are going out and trying to build their own pole barns for people, fix tractors, buckets, excavators, tracks, bulldozer blades, rub rails on trailers, stake pockets on trailers, big flatbeds on trucks, and rollback wreckers and things like that, logging equipment, all kinds of farm equipment, things like that. That's the kind of younger version of me that I'm trying to cater this video to. And it's good money, and also one of the biggest things is going to depend on where you are. If you're in a farming community, you'd probably be a lot better off than where I am, because this part of Georgia doesn't really have a lot of large row crop farming anymore. It's mostly cattle farms, and cattle farm guys, in my experience, don't break nearly as much shit as row crop guys do. I've met both of them. I've worked with both of them, and they'd have way less equipment on cattle farms. Realistically, all you have to have is baler, mower, hay rake, a truck, a trailer, a flatbed trailer, and a cattle trailer, and 1 tractor with a front end loader. That's all you have to have a cow operation, and obviously the land and all that shit, and the fucking cows and the corrals and all that. It adds up, but that's all the equipment you have to have. Grain farmers have a lot more, and there's a lot more stuff they can break, and a lot bigger components, and generally on the bigger components they want to get it fixed instead of replaced. A cattle farmer breaks his hay spear, it's fucking $200, $300 to go get a new hay spear. It cost him $300 to have me come fix it. So just go get a new one. But it definitely, where you are, depends on the market. Big logging communities, Greensboro, Shadydale, Wilkes County, the areas near me that are big logging communities. From what I've seen, they seem to be like big logging communities. you know, that'd be a good market. I'm kind of all around a lot of people, and I easily access those people. They're not very far away, and I can go work for them. But if you live in the middle of the city, you're not going to get those kind of repairs. You're going to get a lot of construction equipment. Building skyscrapers and working on excavators, doing all the grading and stuff like that, and probably better off learning how to do structural welding and work for a steel erection company. But anyways, I'm rambling here. I hope that somehow in this fucking mess that somebody thought this was either entertaining or found some valuable knowledge in here, or just like looking at my ugly mug. But I hope y'all enjoy the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one where I'll show you my new truck.